Hello, welcome to the Inventory. Now it's not the chapter 6. I'm working on that and I'm feeling like I'm having a new inspiration for some of those chapters. I have an idea how the story is gonna go, but I try to thread a little lighter and get the details right. But today is not about that. No, 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 no. It's not about that, people. Today I want to talk about something more metaphysical, if that's the right adjective for such a thing. Being honest, I want to talk about, well, basically a little about me. Because up to this point, I've been talking about things that I thought that would matter to others, and at the same time, I've been talking about things that would matter to me. But now that I think about it, this is something I do a lot, is that I don't talk about myself a lot, being honest. So I wanted to kind of open up a little bit and be more myself in a situation like I try to play the cool narrative character, the guy that tells stories of wonder and mystery, that kind of stuff. But in all honesty, I'm not that interesting, at least I think for myself. I mean, I know a lot of things, and I have tried with a lot of things because I never found my path. I never found, and I still haven't found, the thing that would make me complete, to be per se. Like, I haven't found that spot, which is a journey for many. Some get desperate and grab the first thing they find. Some others take their time, and sometimes it's too late. Some other time they get it just right in the right spot before the turkey gets burned out. But when you think about yourself, you gotta think about yourself honestly. You gotta know your strength, your weaknesses, your good, your evil, your light, and your shadow. All of those things. The plus and the minus, and the zeros in between, which are like little perks on top of that, like a little garnish on the salad. That kind of stuff. Well, what can I say about me? I'm a guy who thinks differently things, and I've been diagnosed with that. I have Asperger. A little bit of it. Like, I'm not sure how you level that. No, I don't know. It's something very kind of recent. I just don't want to talk about it because I don't want it to get, like the classic try of I get attention because I have this thing on my head and I that kind of stuff. I don't like it. Okay, I'm just like every other people. Just have some little screws loose. Like when I see a burning rabbit right there telling me to explode the universe. That's one of those moments. No, I'm just kidding. Um, I basically have a different sense of interaction with people, emotionally, logically, and that makes me see the world differently sometimes. And sometimes it pisses me off because I find things that are logical and that make sense, and I don't see why those things don't work. And sometimes my emotions take a best of me. That's part of basically what I have. It's something strange. It's like I can go for logic or reason, and sometimes I always stand in between, and I try to find a bridge between those two things, even though it sounds contradictory. I try to understand myself in a better level because I really want to live a better life. And sometimes I'm worried about the future because the way I think, the way I act, the way my nature works, for what I have seen around me and the people I have known, it doesn't work like the best. I am a good friend, a good person. At least I want to believe that. And but when it comes to things like, work and the work ethics I've been shown, I find that some are lacking or some are flawed, and other times I just feel like I'm at the wrong place doing the wrong thing. Many bosses will basically get you and see you like you're not exactly what they were expecting. Other times they will use you and discard you, and that happens a lot. The point is not giving up. Keep trying to strive for what you want and look for what you really need in your life. There are things that separate some people when you see them in any environment of work. Those things are when you, well, how can I say it? How much are you willing to give of yourself for said job? There are people, like in many movies of stories, like they forsake their family, their friends, their social lives, so they could achieve greatness in the workplace, getting new achievements which would elevate them in the corporate ladder. Or you have those people that don't do much. They are not exactly looking to do much, but they're happy and they have the people close to them. But sometimes it becomes surreal as you think that everyone, just because you do that, will be okay with you. Newsflash, it won't. A lot of people just don't like when, well, people do their own thing and they just do their things in the way they want. A lot of people want to have control over their workplace, normally the ones that are higher up, and it's for two reasons. One, they want the thing to be efficient and profitable, which is completely understandable. If you take the risk to make a business, that's like the thing you want. You want the thing to work. It's not like you're gonna be like, I'm throwing away money from a floating balloon because I am rich, baby. I am rich. I am middle class at best. All the things that I have learned, all the things that I have tried, all the things that I have become through the years. I wasn't exactly a very good person in the beginning, and I worked my way into being the best version of me that I could, and that's a really big step for me, I think. I have been seeing people and meeting people. Some people I have left, some have left me. The journey of life is not as simple as is depicted in the media, and I think it's more complicated now for the young people. Not in a sense that it's like you gotta go and work in a coal mine, like not in a physical effort, and not also in a highly emotional level, but more in an understanding level, in an empathic level. Because a lot of people go to work just to get the money, others do it because they want to find something. It's very different experiences and points of view that are clashing in this place, and it can be chaotic. And for someone who tries to keep the control of it, to make it profitable and efficient, it's a challenge. And sometimes they don't feel like they don't step up to the challenge and they just try to force the thing to work, and that way you get burned a lot of the time. You get bad employees, bad relations, kind of that stuff among them, stress, anger, all of that stuff. And when I think about it, it makes sense, but we lack the empathy sometimes when we go to work that there might be something on the other side. It's not like the guy who is giving you the job has everything figured out. Sometimes it's a small enterprise, sometimes it's something that they want to do. Right now, I'm trying my best to find something that really clicks to me in a more passionate way because I think I still have time. I want to believe I still have time to try and taste the world a little bit more before I have to work in something I don't want to, which is the road many people do. Like, they work at things they don't like to get money to do the things that they like. And being honest, I think I might end up there. But to that point, I want to find stuff that would, in a sense, make my heart a place. Like, I want to feel passion. I want to feel purpose. I want to feel something that makes me do what I want to do. I will. Some of my favorite jobs that I thought over the years, like when I was a child, I thought I would be a game designer, writer, and scientist at the same time. I know, great ambitions, little head. Because I am smart, but I am not genius, and I am not over the average of a lot of people. I find a lot of people more wise, more experienced, more intelligent than I am. And when you realize that and you get humbled down, you start to think about your possibilities and what your better talents could be. Right now, I like to write, as you know. I like to also narrate what I write, and I love to act. I did theater 2 years, and I really love that. Right now, I'm looking in Upwork, which is a place where trying to find people for some stuff, to for writing jobs, to help develop games. I'm very good with game mechanics. I am terrible at programming, but I'm getting better. And I love voice acting too. And I wish I would have a better voice. This is the voice I have, and that's the best I can. And I can change my voice from time to time, like, I don't know, I'm a goblin telling you to cross the bridge, going like,
You must cross the legendary bridge of broken stone while the brimstone is hot, otherwise it will crumble under your feet. That is what it was told by the pamphlet that I'm giving to you. Yeah, it's a pamphlet, because we find it funny when you cross midway and it just burns in your hands. I'm evil, what can I say?
that kind of stuff, or going like, well, if you think that this is gonna work, I would assure you that it will. Because I believe it will work. I have hope that it will work. And while we're being assaulted by these many bandits, these many criminals, these many people with nothing in their minds but to, well, cut us, take our innards out of our bodies and make us feel completely destroyed as they'll defile our corpses and burn them into a steak, I feel like we have a chance. I try to stay positive. Or that kind of stuff. I really like voice acting and having different characters to do. I mean, I play Dungeons and Dragons with friends, and I love doing that. And I mean, this little ramble of my bullshit has a purpose. Don't worry, it has a purpose. I'm not wasting your time. Well, you're watching YouTube, which sometimes wastes your time. Not gonna lie, sometimes it happens. The classic clickbait happens. But now, I want to talk about like you need to find your purpose sometimes. And sometimes it's not something that is gonna fall from the freaking sky, going like, you are the chosen one. Come with me if you want to live. And then Arnold Schwarzenegger takes you in a bike, and you're supposed to save the world because you are the one. Like it makes me with Terminator, The Matrix, and Jesus Christ, some kind of stuff. But no. Sometimes you gotta give yourself your own purpose, your own set of rules, things that you won't do for anyone. Like, I will never sell my friends for any job, neither neglect them when they are in need. I will never allow violence against a lady or someone that it cannot defend itself in front of me, even if it costs me my job and maybe I get hurt. I have some episodes before where these situations have presented before me, and those are my rules, among other ones, that I feel like I'm following them, not because it's something that I try to force on myself, but because these are rules that I say, I'm not gonna let this happen. These are rules that I make for myself and represent who I am, what I'm aiming for in my life. The things that I want to achieve are reflected in the rules that I uphold. So, in resume, I would like to say that sometimes in life, you gotta think that what rules are you gonna follow in this giant, really complicated game that it's life, that has chances, risk, hope, despair, a lot of stuff, a lot of mechanics. What rules are you gonna play by? What will be your playstyle? What are the things that you're not gonna give up, even for the shiniest item that you can find? What will be your path to take? What places will you explore? Which will be your settlement, the flag that you will fight under? What will be you? Who would you be? You gotta think about that. And you also gotta think that every chance that you get, it's not like you will change the world just by your force of will only. You need force of will, determination, discipline, and means. When you have all those four things, you can do basically anything you can. And there are people who have means and have determination, but they do a lot of stupid stuff. That's how we got the Kardashians. But there's also people who have no means, but still they have determination, and they have the other three things basically. Like they have everything but means. They don't reach far, but they do great things. This world is a mess sometimes, and those are the things that I don't get sometimes. So just follow your path, wherever it might lead. Be yourself, no matter what the others say, and be truthful to yourself. Fight for what you want, and never let anything in your heart be there that you don't want it to be in there. Even if it hurts or it's great, Like, there is no actual moral compass that tells you what's right or wrong within your ideas and your emotions. Okay? When those translate to actions, the moral compass exists within you in that space where it's an idealized reality that haven't even reached the material plane of existence yet because you haven't done shit yet. That's when you have to think and judge yourself a little bit and think how you're going to improve. It's a complex process. It's very complex, and it's not like there are set rules. Some people just try to tell you shallow rules like, I don't know, well, everything happens for a reason. So vague and mysterious that makes sense to you because you want to feel reassured. You want to feel like you have control over things, but the reality is you don't have control over most of the things in your life. Chaos is the nature of the universe. You can either ride the waves of chaos or get smashed by them against the coast. As I said, it's a complicated process. There are a lot of rules, lots of things to take in, and I'm just 24. I'm just learning these things. I believe there is still hope for me. I want to believe that. But I want to see the world where people can improve upon themselves and help each other improve, exchange ideas, see the world through new eyes every day, see a new universe every morning, and maybe we find a balance between the passion of people that have natural talents for a lot of things, but they don't have the chances to exploit it, and the means that we have at hand to allow that to happen. To me, a perfect world would be full of the clash of the people's dreams and wills, but in a way that allows us to use that conflict, that clash of ideas, that sense of competitivity, but at the same time respect to each other of the competitors, other a set of honor, codes, and ideals to build humanity up brick by brick, trial and error. That's what I wanted. Anyhow, that was my opinion for today, and hope you find it interesting. See you around and make good stories.